Hello, welcome to the Daily Political Tarot Readings here on Black and Orange. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, thank you. I'm amazed, and I have got quite the video to show you this morning. If anyone has not seen the Reddit video, I've got a treat for you. A treat for you. You thought the videos yesterday were good. This is, whew. Thank you for being here. I'm here 365 days of the year to take your 12 political questions out of the chat. Just put your questions, anything in all caps in the chat is how you communicate with me. And other than that, please just type normally. People have whole conversations and they're really helpful and kind to each other. We have a great community because of you. Thank you. Okay. Somewhere around here I've got questions. No, not that one. Or that one. Or that one. I have questions like 8 tabs later. What? Oh, here we go. Found it. All right. Sorry. Going a little slow today. Hello, kitten. Did I hear a kitty? I thought I heard a kitty. Oh, yes, I did hear a kitty who wants me to cover him with the blanket. With the blankie. Because, of course, that's my main job in life. You can't really see him, but he's over here. Hello. Come on. Come on. There he is. There's the kitty. Yes. Oh, whoop. Rest well. Rest well, my friend. May angels speed you to your rest. Okay, yes, Linda, we are the kitty attendants. Yes, we are. I'm watching him move around under the blanket. Anyway, guys, do you guys like the nails in the overlay? Good. Thank you, guys. All right, so. Oh, I don't know if Putin's in hiding, but oh boy, he's not having quite the great day that he thought he was. Okay. Oh, I don't know about the ship worker. I don't know about that one. I've got a different one. Anyway. So if you're watching this on replay, you can go down in if you're watching this on replay, you can go down into the description box and you can skip all this nonsense where I'm trying to help the cat and fix my hair and just what is this? What is this? I don't. Okay. There. Oh. Revolution Rookie saying I'm a dog attendant, and she snores worse than I do. For what it's worth, if anyone's interested at the end, if there's anyone still interested, I actually stopped myself from snoring. I've actually stopped snoring. And I can tell you why at the end of the video, if you could care less. So, anyway. That would help anybody. Hello, Kathy Anderson. All right. So, 4.5 minutes in. Let's start out with... Wow. Ukrainian man. Oh, it's saying I can't save it. All right, let me just little technical difficulties today, but working on it. There, now I can save it. All right. So it's actually only 5 minutes in. All right, we have a video for today. Serena Williams is married to the founder or co-founder of Reddit, and this gentleman this gentleman posted on Reddit with the perfect comment. So let me share this. Share screen. Oh, here we go. This is, and I'm going to mute myself, make sure you guys can hear it properly. This comment, yo, NATO's going to have to apply to join Ukraine after all this. Yeah, no, there's some truth in that. So, hang on, you ready for this one? Basically, there was a mine on the road, on the side of the road, and this guy saw it. It wasn't where cars would get it, but if tanks went through, it would go off. So this gentleman, cigarette still in his mouth,
Ты шо нахуй? Охренеть.
okay, seriously. Things I love about this video, this walking, this heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. Cigarette still dangling. And he's taking this thing he's taking this thing to Mordor. I mean, he's taking this thing like cross country. Dang. He's trying to get it well off the road. But dang. 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 Yeah, and his friend, his chill friend videoing without knowing what'll happen. I don't know anything about mines, so I'm wondering,
Охренеть.
Is he like holding a pin in or holding a lever in place as he's carrying it? And when he puts it down, Teresa Ford says, takes the saying, smoke him if you got him, to a whole nother level. Wow. All right. But true. Yo, NATO's is gonna apply to join Ukraine after all this. Yeah. Wow. Do not mess with Ukrainians. Just, if there is anything we have learned from this, children, do not mess with Ukrainians. Do not. No blanks given. Oh boy. Philip Bryant says maybe the thing in the middle is a plunger. Plunger's compressed. That would set it off. Maybe. Alicia Marie says maybe a vibration explosive. Easy does it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And the walking. Heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. Wow. KR Buckles asked, think he's headed for the Kremlin? love you guys. All right. Thank you, Allison. Glad I could make you laugh. Oh, boy. Oh, and Cover the News has an elderly Ukrainian man fighting with an armed Russian soldier. Oh. DLC says, I have a feeling the EU will vote on allowing Ukraine to join them this week. Either that or the EU or NATO will ask if we can join them. Wow. And apparently, Ukraine has got its. I talked to us last night. By the way, thank you to patrons for the patron social the monthly patron social last night. One of the things I was talking about was I have this idea of progress problems. You see, it sounds dire at first, but it's not. I believe that no matter where you go, no matter what you do, you're going to have problems. It sounds dark, but hear me out. If you just won $100 million in the lottery, or if you can't pay your rent, believe it or not, they're both problems. And getting that much money all at once, big problems. They're both problems, but one of them is a problem you want to have. So the trick in life is to get problems you want to have. And also, if you are, for example, if I sit down to work on a story and I go to print out what I've already got, and then the printer's not working, and then I spend hours trying to fix the printer, and then I've lost all my time to write that day. Rather than being upset about it, I realize that is what I call a progress problem. It's a problem you wouldn't have if you weren't making progress on what you're doing. So, I'm very scattered. I did not get much sleep last night. There was a reason I was telling you about progress problems. I can't remember. But anyway, general knowledge, because I can't remember. Moranchi, I love these evenings with black and orange. I don't know the time in America. High noon in Chicago, or as close after as I can get on. Kristen Davis, is Putin doing this because he knows he's dying and has nothing to lose? I don't think I was picking up on that. Oh, thank you, Sheila R. Okay. Mayor of Kyiv, Klitschko, reports that Kyiv is now surrounded, making further evacuation of civilians impossible. That's what I was saying. Progress problems. Ukraine is having progress problems in one respect. They suddenly have a foreign legion, and they're like scrambling to make use of them because they called out, foreign fighters, people, Ukrainians who've moved overseas, come back, help us. Apparently they have so many people coming back and so many people coming in that they suddenly have a foreign legion, and they're like scrambling to find, okay, where do we put them? How do we arm them? That's a problem you want. So, oh, thank you, Pamela. All right, 14. Okay, this is kind of scary, so let's just get it out of the way. All right, 14, 15. Putin, the stable one with just a calm, deep inner sense of peace and self-esteem. I kid. Putin is seemingly preparing his nuclear arsenal, possibly with help from Belarus. Is Putin planning on using nuclear weapons in Ukraine? I think so, but I think not, but sorry, I misspoke there. No, I think not, but let's check. Yes. Holly Coleman's asking, who fell in love with Ukraine? Who fell in love with Ukraine after watching this conflict unfold? Raise your hand. I've got lots of people in the chat raising their hand too. All right, Putin. Megalomaniac, serial killing, blankety blank. Nuclear, threatening nuclear weapons, huh? Okay, Ace of Swords. Insult to injury. So 5 of Swords, Magician, 5 of Pentacles. No. They this is conventional warfare. This leaves people just. Putin wants to leave them struggling, cut off. He wants to cut off their supplies. This makes him. He thinks this makes him look big and tough. First of all, nothing will make you look big. Secondly, you don't look tough. You look like a madman who's desperate. And possibly is questioning his manhood. It's just a thought. No, he's not. This is not. These are not the cards of fallout, nuclear. No. So. Linda Sue says Alexander Vinman posted pictures of convoys he said had supposedly run out of gas. Yeah, and there were those 2 tanks I showed the video of yesterday, so. Oh yeah, this is be kind, this is absolutely a David and Goliath story. And yes, we are all rooting for David here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, there are talks. There's talks of some kind of negotiations happening on the border with Belarus between the Russians and Ukrainians. Thank you, Leslie. I've heard conflicting things. Please tell me. I've got so many different names running through my head. Volodymyr, Ukrainian president. My brain's going Kalinsky. That's not right. Brain, seriously, work with me. I know we haven't had much sleep, but really? Anyway, please tell me he's not going to be there. I've heard some people say he's going to be there. He's going to go to the negotiations on the Belarus border. Huh? No. Zelensky, thank you. Yes, thank you. Zelensky. No, don't go. Please don't go. Please, oh, please don't go. All right. The rest of the news that went along with that last question. Putin has ordered Russia's nuclear weapons, prepared for increased readiness to launch. Oh, I could make a very rude gesture right now. Just imagine a very rude gesture. That's what I'm doing to this. Putin has ordered Russia's nuclear weapons prepared for increased readiness. Raising the threat to tensions could boil over. Also, Belarus holds referendum to renounce its non-nuclear status. Okay, further rude gesture. Rude gesturing continues. For me, just imagine rude gestures. You have choices. Hey, boy. So, Revolution Ricky was asking, will the talks result in a solution? Okay, and has anybody found out yet? Please tell me Zelensky's not going to this meeting. Does anybody know? Can anybody find that out? I'd be so grateful. Yeah, I have a Zoom meeting. Yes. Oh, be kind. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Let's continue to share what we have and feed people. Yes. Thank you. Be kind. Oh, thank heavens. Pamela Bryant saying MSNBC announced he will not go to Belarus for the meeting. Good. Oh, Cecilia C says, last I heard he's going. Sheila R says, no, he's not. Frida Smith said, I didn't like Astrology Alert's predictions today. Oh, I haven't seen Andre. I sent him an email asking if he would come on, but I was actually specifically asking about the new prosecutor in New York. I think I found her birth date. Okay, we're pulling out the... Come on. Give. Thank you. Ukraine sending a delegation. Okay. Leah Backman said Zelensky has said he will only talk on neutral ground. I thought they were meeting on the border. RCN says he won't go. That would be a setup. His people go. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, Moranchi says Zelensky is in the crossfire, it seems, astrology-wise. Oh, dear. What? I'll have to watch his video. Okay. Anyway. Oh, no worries, Fran. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. 23 minutes in. Will the Ukraine-Russia talks result in a solution? All right, Ukrainian-Russian talks. Putin is not remotely doing this in good faith. Not even a little. Nope. This is 100% PR. That's it. That is it. There is zero substance on the Russian side. Zero. Mm-mm. So, any point to these supposed talks? I hope whoever goes to this meeting is extremely brave and maybe doesn't have children. Knight of Swords. It's the warfare. All right, seven of Wands, Tower, Death, 10 of Wands, oh, yes, you give up all of this stuff and maybe we give you a little something. Little charity, but you do the heavy lifting so that we can still take over big parts of your country. Get out. Get out. And it says something that I've got a tower next to a death card, and it's just like, yeah, that's sad. That is sad. Yeah, Putin is not to be trusted, Helen. Absolutely. Be Kind says, I need ammunition, not a ride, will be a battle cry for history. Yes. Suburban housewife. Send sunflower grandmother to negotiate. Yes. Yes. Send sunflower grandmother to negotiate with the Russians. Yes. That would be awesome. All right, 2630. The U.S. and other countries are starting to seize the assets of Russian companies and oligarchs. They believe to be ill-gotten gains. And the news of the SWIFT banking decisions. How will the Russian economy look on Monday? It's early morning Monday, isn't it, there already? But yeah. What's the Russian economy going to look like? What, 6 hours? 6 hours from now? Morning? It's morning in Moscow. And for what it's worth, I haven't seen the video, but I would imagine what Andre was saying was that Zelensky's in a huge amount of danger. Huge. But I don't believe that astrology doesn't foretell your death. It foretells think of it. We're in these little individual super deep sea diving vehicles with an umbilical all the way up to the surface, and that's where our guides are and what have you. But we're down here like 2 miles down, and what astrology tells us is what the currents are doing, because we live in this sea of energy. And is it hey, things are great, I can go over here and I can do the thing and I can go meet up with a group and I can do this, or do I need to hunker down, or I'm going to get smashed into I'm going to get like thrown into rocks or whatever? Astrology will not tell you when you're going to die. It will tell you when there's going to be really bad energy, really bad. Matter of fact, there are stories, actually multiple stories, of astrologers who, like the week before they died, saying, I'm concerned, so I'm not going to make any appointments for next week. But they didn't know. They didn't know for certain. They just knew that the energy was going to be bad. It didn't mean they were going to. They knew they were going to die. It doesn't work that way. So, just letting you know. Ian says it's nearly 9 p.m. in Moscow. They're only 8 hours ahead of Chicago? Really? Wow. So, all right, I'll go back to the thing. 20, okay, so 30, sorry. Talking too much. As usual. Oh, okay. So just in, thank you, Kristen, for the great news, the great news headlines and everything. The Biden administration just announced a transatlantic task force to hunt down and freeze assets of Russian companies and oligarchs, including yachts, mansions, and any other ill-gotten gains that we can find and freeze. So, the Russian economy. I don't know about Monday, but this week, what's the Russian economy going to do this week? Because there were stories of people staying in hotels and the people at the hotel, having to call them up and say, could you pay for your room and your stay now? Because we are not going to be able to use the SWIFT system, the what have you. Thank you, Harold. It is 9:50 p.m. in Moscow. Okay. Ian McGrath says, only 2 hours ahead of me. I am 6 hours ahead of you. Okay. Thank you, guys. I assumed it was further. Oh, yeah. There's definitely some world justice going on here. Oh, yeah. There are more and more countries saying that Russians cannot use their airspace for even commercial flights. It's... Oh, yeah. Wheezy Squeezebox says, send unmarked drones to remodel Putin's billion-dollar mansion. Given that Putin has bombed kindergartens, turnabout is fair play. Knight of Wands. Ace of Wands. Three of Cups, Four of Swords, Three of Wands. There are no... there are no Pentacle cards here. In the West, we're very pleased with the kinds of things we are doing to stop the fighting, but it's going to take some doing for once the situation in Ukraine is resolved, hopefully with Ukrainian independence. But once that situation calms down, it's going to take a while until Russia gets these sanctions removed and stealing oligarchs' stuff. But there wasn't a single Pentacle card there. Russian oligarchs have really hidden their stuff. It will take a long time to dig all of that out. Kristen saying, breaking news, Russian central bank to resume gold purchases on domestic market from Monday. Oh, Lola, thank you for letting me know, but what cards you got doesn't help. Everybody can read the cards differently. It's if you decide to pull cards along with me, it's what you think that means is what matters. What the actual individual cards are. So, hello, Shockwave. Strength. Well, they're definitely shutting the beast down. Tower, 10 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. It's going to work. Things are well hidden, but it's going to work. These are Russian oligarchs. They're not happy. They're not. They go from this to this somehow. And this is all their lovely stuff overseas vanishing piece by piece. Poof, poof, poof. You have this gone, this gone, this gone. Oh, they found that. That property gone. One by one. Tick, tick, tick. Poof, poof, poof. Russia, and it feels like the oligarchs getting angrier and angrier. So, yep. All right, so 36 minutes in. 36. Thank you guys for being here. All right, will Putin feel pressure from his oligarch compatriots to pull out of Ukraine? Or will they be too scared to speak up to him? Because I was definitely just picking up the, yes, CC Ryder, angry oligarchs, which to me always sounds like hungry hippos. Frida Smet says, I want them to stand in line for bread. Oh, yeah. By the way, I was looking for, I was pulling some astrology charts last night. I was over astro.com. This really good extended way to make charts. But I was making sure I had all of the Trumps. And it's like, okay, they've got Trump. They've got Sniffy Sr. They've got Sniffy Jr. I guess Sniffy Jr. named his son Donald J. Trump III. Donald Trump III, something like that. Of course he did. That's there, but I don't read on minors. And there's Ivanka. And no Eric. It's like, oh, forgettable. Was forgotten. Yeah. Okay. All right, let's go back to Putin. All right, oligarchs, you lovely human beings. Yes. Wipe your feet on the backs of regular people because you are so much better than the rest of us. Angry oligarchs. They're not doing anything right now. They want to see how things shake out a little bit first. Page of Wands. Messenger. Okay. The other thing, though, is you have to understand Putin has been extremely isolated in the last couple of years. Not only with the crazy long tables, but he's been doing a lot of stuff by video conference, and he has not been letting people near him. And he just has this inner circle who are very close. If you want to meet him in person, and you're not going to be on the other side of the room, you have to go to the Russians who are going to talk to him. They have to quarantine for 2 weeks before meeting him, and so he's really in a bubble. I mean, he's in a bubble in the first place, but apparently his bubble for the last two years has become incredibly empty. Kristen has headlines: Russia faces major disruptions to oil commodities flows without SWIFT. Yeah. So page of wands, that's the message. All right. 10 of, lots of messages. 10 of wands, 9 of swords, strength, ace of wands, 8 of, the oligarchs are going to be quiet for a while. Even if they're worried, they may do something eventually, but this is grumbling. This is heavy duty grumbling more. Yeah, heavy duty grumbling, but this isn't fighting. The arguments getting, messages getting stronger and stronger to Putin, and things kind of closing in. So for now, we're expecting the oligarchs to save Ukraine. Don't, unfortunately. So. Spiral Jetty says 2 Russian billionaires called for an end to the conflict, with one of them calling it a tragedy. Good. Cecilia C says, is Putin married or has kids or a steady girlfriend? He was married at one point. Has 2 daughters, but I think, I believe his ex-wife was really into astrology, of all things. I don't know if he was, but she was really into astrology, and but he keeps all of that really quiet, and he's been single for a number of years, so he probably has a girlfriend. Okay. Okay. All right, so 43. Ukraine, 43. Ukraine submitted a case against Russia to the highest court at the UN with what could be plans to invoke the 1948 Genocide Convention against Moscow. Will anything be done in time to aid the Ukrainian people? News: Ukraine lodges case against Russia at the World Court. All right, UN. All right, working. Yeah, let's say Ukrainians have a little bit on their plate right now. I think that's fair to say. Yolanda Cooper saying they're using cats to spot sniper lasers. It's working. Yes, BP is selling, was it 17%, 19% of their shares in, oh, if I'd had some sleep, I would know. Ross something. Oh, gosh, sorry. Yes, there is a very brave young Ukrainian man who sacrificed his life to blow a bridge to slow down the Russian invasion into Ukraine. So, talking to the UN, yeah, they got a lot to do. Things are not great. 5 of Swords, 9 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords, King of Wands. There's no there there. Ukrainian people hurt. Miss Cat M, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And the kitties for your dedication to keeping us sane. Oh, thank you for being here. Thank you. Insult to injury. They are being severely beaten up. Yuck. Yuck. Hold him accountable. There's Rowan, I like that. What Ukrainians are doing now, they're taking up street signs to confuse the Russians and changing the load-bearing signs on bridges to encourage Russians to bring tanks over weaker bridges. I wonder if they are, instead of just taking down the street signs, switch them. They could probably just use GPS, but switch them. Or just take them down. Put them in the wrong places. Okay. 48. Let's go to Renye's question. It kind of goes along with the other one. Will Putin be tried for war crimes in the Hague? Oh, thank you, Lady Farley. Thank you. Sorry. Will Putin be tried for war crimes? Two of Pentacles. That's the card. That is the card of. Oh, I like that, Browan. They change the signs every time the Russians go by, so they can't make temporary street sign maps. Yes, can NATO, can we join Ukraine? Oh boy. 10 of Swords. Bless them. Bless every last one of them. King of Cups. 9 of Cups. 5 of Cups. Fool. he does all the damage he does. The Hague, they could try to do something, but they're going to be disappointed, and he just goes off, does his thing. Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't put money on that one, but we could hope. Kristen says, just in, Trump wins the CPAC straw poll as DeSantis support grows. Okay. 51. Thank you. Speaking of which, moving a little closer to home. What? Okay. So, Rowan says, I'm Gen X. Dark humor is our bread and butter. Pluto in Libra generation. Fist bump. Ricky says, during CPAC, Trump kept slurring his words. Sniffy Sr. was slurring his words? 52. Alicia Marie was asking, will Trump and the GOP suffer consequences for supporting Putin? So, well, I think, isn't Trump changing his tune now? Because suddenly he's saying what's happening in Ukraine is terrible. But then this would happen because the rigged election, blah, 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 blah. Six of Cups. Well, that's the rest of us. You know, dislike of Russia is kind of, I heard it once described as it's like muscle memory for older generations to hate the Russian leadership and military, specifically leadership. And there's some truth to that. Hanged Man. Temperance. Ooh, the current is changing rapidly. That we're just going to push for Putin all the way. Oh, okay, maybe we won't. Wow, Major Arcana. Woof. Talk about a current changing direction quickly. Tower. I got 2 cards for the 4th. Oh, Shockwave. I'll see if I can get to it. I've got my questions for today, but I'll be back tomorrow. I'm here every day. Every day. And I take questions just before I come on. Far right. Stupid bludgeoning stuff. Insult to injury, though. 8 of Wands. Will Trump and the Republicans pay a price for their support of Putin? Yes. Yeah, you guys are very much on the wrong side of history here, and the wrong side of people see how brave Ukrainians are being, how they have that can-do, stick a thumb in your eye of the person who would come to kill them, fighting spirit, which human beings like, you know? And then they'll go back to fighting what's here, but it feels like it is a little bit diminished, a little more back here. Because they're still trying to do this playbook, but we're seeing what's happening in Ukraine. But boy, did the current change quickly. And then we're watching the bombings and everything else in Kyiv. So, you know, if you have a set of principles, you don't have to change direction that quickly very often. Build your house on the high road. Build your house next to the high road, and you will have a good life. You will not have an easy life, but you will have a good life. They will never understand that. 56 in a bit. All right, we've got this has gone on to. I'm going to go through a bunch of domestic stuff, and then if there's time, we'll do some more on how things are going overseas. Okay. 5630. 5630. A former federal prosecutor believes Trump could be indicted on 2 criminal charges immediately, stemming from his attempt to pressure Pence to change the election results. Will anyone at the DOJ listen? News: Trump can be indicted on 2 criminal charges immediately, former U.S. attorney says. Hello, DOJ. Trump could be charged for 2 counts immediately. Immediately. Hello, DOJ. Oh wow, I haven't seen the cold open last night of SNL. I'll have to check it out. Thank you. Fran Urbina saying, "Oh, please let them lock him up." Yes. Jim Dave says everyone knows Trump is guilty. Yes, it's all out in the open. Reporters are like, "Here, hey." This is our worry. This is our worry that the rich and the powerful aren't held to account. They don't have the problems that us little people have. And that's wrong. It's wrong. 5 of Pentacles. Page of Swords. 8 of Pentacles. Ace of Cups. 10 of Cups. Well, for what it's worth, they're working on stuff against, the DOJ is working on stuff against Trump. That's what's right there. This just has to do with January 6th stuff. It's not important. It is important, but in this reading, it's just, yeah, we know. The DOJ is working on it, and there is some out of the muck and out of our despair will rise. Charges will rise. And plenty of charges, actually, that will make us much happier. We're just really tired of waiting. Yes, I realize the Justice Department, I realize justice is incredibly slow. However, justice delayed is justice denied. And there needs to be a happy medium somewhere. And there need to be some brave prosecutors. I'm just saying. But they're working on something. Okay. We're waiting. Okay. Thank you, Kristen. Thank you. All right. Oh, Yolanda Cooper says today Belarusians? Yes, Belarusians are launching a campaign of peaceful disobedience and resistance. We will protest against the war and the use of our military to attack Ukrainians. Don't forget, Putin had to send in the military to shore up his puppet government. Thank you. Oh, Fran Urbina. So Trump has actually said he will run in 2024? Kristen has the headline, Swiss President Cassis tells television it's very probable that Switzerland will follow the European Union on Monday in sanctioning Russia and freezing assets. So much for that neutral little place to go park your bazillions. Yes. So 102 and a bit. As I said in the beginning when I first came out. Okay, the questions from CC Ryder. Alvin Bragg announces Susan Hoffinger is taking over the Trump case. She just joined the DA's office this month and was in private practice at her own firm for 20 years. What will be the outcome of Trump versus Susan Hoffinger? I sent Andre an email last night, actually, asking if he'd come on, because I think I found her birth date, year, rough area where she was born. So we could look at her chart and like what kind of person she is, and then her chart in relation to the different Trumps and Weisselberg and Weaselman and all of that. So hopefully that'll happen. But if not, I'll bring it in one of these days, and we'll go through it. I'll tell you what I found, what I think. Susan Hoffinger, she was. This is the kind of worrying part. All right, it looks like she and her sister founded a law firm. Now, she has worked for the DA's office before. She does have some experience as a prosecutor, but her law firm with her sister and one other lawyer, their focus was white-collar crime defense. So, Susan Hoffinger. Oh, she's a Taurus. Just say it. She's a Taurus. It's almost guaranteed her moon is in Capricorn. There's a whole lot of Earth in her chart. There's a chunk of Aries. There's, if I remember correctly, she can be a fighter. And she graduated somewhere summa cum laude. I can't remember. I'm sorry. Again, not enough sleep. But, ew. Oh, Junior, please don't give us those mental images. Sniffy Jr. said something, and it's, of course, it's gross. But anyway, Susan Hoffinger. Ugh, get that mental image out of my head. Susan Hoffinger. Well, you've been hired. You're supposed to be a prosecutor. But you've spent how many years defending people like this who are accused of white-collar crimes? So are you actually going to go for prosecuting Trump? And as Sienna Rose, the great Sienna Rose, calls them the Trumplings? Or is this just rich people don't have to be held accountable? Oh, of course not. That's true, Jeanette. It could be a good thing she knows all the defense moves. Teresa Ford says, why do you think she was given the job? To tank it. To let Dump win. Okay, we're talking about corruption. We know there's corruption at the Trump org. Let's see what's going on in the DA's office. Linda McMurtry says that means she knows exactly how to prosecute white-collar crimes. Let's hope. Let's hope. See, because that's the thing. If you've gone into that, when you become a lawyer, you have your choice of what area to go into. You don't have to do one thing or another. You choose. What do you enjoy? What are you interested in? Where do you think there's injustice you could fight against? So of all the things she would choose to focus on, all those years, she chose to focus on protecting people like Trump. In theory, now she works for the DA. I don't know. That's why I'm doing the reading. But it's Wheezy Squeeze Box says, yes, that's the question. Does she have integrity? Yeah. Magician. Her chart with him did not look great. Strangely enough, her chart with Sniffy Jr. actually didn't look that bad. It was weird. She does. I don't think she's going to have much patience for Princess Grifter's fantasy. Ivanka has Venus, her female nature is conjunct Neptune. So the fantasy, feminine, ideal, the fake voice, the whole fantasy. It didn't look like Susan Hoffinger is going to have much patience for that, which would be a plus. Magician, Tower. This will put you in the history books if you actually do your job. 3 of Wands, 2 of Wands. Why does that feel like her being hemmed in, not them? Let me see if I can get some clarification. Linda McMurtry says, I think we should give her a chance and not condemn her out of hand. Oh, I'm not condemning her. I would love for her to prove me wrong because these cards are not pretty. Helen says she's the fall gal. There might be something to that. James says that Bragg was voted in by the voters of New York City. He doesn't have a boss who can fire him. Maybe he can be recalled. The people who have power over Bragg is the state legislature. Sarah was kind enough to look it up. She went hunting for information. Susan Hoffinger, are you actually going to go after Trump? Despite, if your boss says no, what about that? What if your boss says, no, it's not strong enough, we can't flip Weisselberg? And apparently the just plain old accountant guy who worked under Weisselberg, who they talked to, apparently he's personally taking the fall. He's saying, oh, well, if those apartments and that schooling was put down illegally as not being, legitimate, then that's an accounting fault on my part. That's why they're having so much trouble going after Trump. That and the fact that they're being cowards. But just my opinion. Hermit. So what we're afraid of. Out in the wilderness. 6 of Wands. 5 of Swords. Knight of Swords. 10 of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. Okay, there's some movement. There definitely, with the other 2 prosecutors leaving, there's definitely Trump definitely feeling like he's got a victory. Insult to injury is how we feel about Bragg. She might move something forward. They'll counter. She says, I'm getting that she will do her job with integrity. Justice, Sun, Moon, Empress, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, but the Moon concerns me. Four of Cups. They're not cooperating. That's kind of the issue. Hang on a second. Okay. So Weisselberg and his ilk are not cooperating. Queen of Wands. Two of Wands. 3 of Wands. They're not helping. All right, let's take a different tack on this. Leticia James is talking as if she's very much going forward, and the cards say she's going forward. So she's going forward. Now, she can't bring criminal charges, but she can bring civil cases, and in theory, she can do things like dissolving Griftco. If her stuff is strong enough for civil cases, and she can prove the power of the paperwork they already have, will Bragg miraculously grow a spine and let his prosecutors 115 115. If Leticia James goes first, will Bragg miraculously grow a spine? Dear great Gussie, it's frustrating. Rid of that. There, I can finally save it. Hey, Sarah. Sarah's in the chat. Hello, my friend. Okay, so okay, so I'm down to there. So at 116, if Leticia goes first, will Bragg miraculously grow a spine? CC Ryder says that's the thing. If James finds enough evidence to shut Trump org down under RICO, Bragg can't say we don't have enough evidence. Oh, I understand, Joanne. It is quite frustrating, but we're hanging in there. They can hang in there. We can hang in there. Okay. So if the woman goes first, if the Black woman who traditionally the most oppressed people in our society, if she goes first, Bragg, will you be brave enough to go too? It's like that old poster that put up in some offices. Do you want to talk to the man in charge or the woman who gets everything done? Son, yeah, bringing stuff to light. Renier says, yeah, Bragg, if the girlie can do it, so can you. Be kind down with the patriarchy. Yes. Eight of Wands, Page of Pentacles. Eight of Swords, Nine of Cups, Hermit. Oh, the civil cases. Well, we have to look at it more. CC Ryder says Bragg may not even last that long as DA if New York's governor removes him or he resigns. No one's getting good cards on him. He's paid off or he's a coward. Or both. So Okay, 120. Let's go on to this. It's an interesting bit of news. Kristen brought, thank you. But this is, I think, yesterday. The Trump White House was warned about psycho list of extremists attending the January 6th rally. I don't know that it'll make any difference, but Tracy Ford says, flat out ask if he's compromised. I think I have, but I'll see what I can do. Yeah, the rally. Oh yes, come one and all, especially you crazy people. Violent, pass judgments, far-right rhetoric. This is communication. This is stirring up the aggrieved, whether they actually have decent reason for that or not. Yeah. Yep. They knew things could get ugly. Didn't care. And what can you do? Even if you could prove it. Hanged man. They didn't stop the rally. They didn't temper their rhetoric. They didn't. You lost the election. And your dreams of emperorship. Presidents are not kings. And plaintiff is not president. Oh boy. Okay. 122.5. Why is Matt Gaetz still walking around? I don't get it. Matt Gaetz thinks the DOJ should be blocked by Congress from investigating him for trafficking. Really? And if the House flips in 2024, he may get his wish. Why is Matt Gaetz still walking around? Oh, Matt Gaetz. He's a bit of a worm, isn't he? Judgment. He should be facing judgment. He shouldn't be just waltzing around. After what the people with him, even just what we know. Stuff he's admitted to. And you can't even arrest. You can't indict him, can't arrest him, he's a member of Congress, just let him swan around. You have got to be kidding me. Got to be kidding me. Five of Cups, King of Cups, Knight of Cups, Three of Pentacles, Eight of Wands. Well, yeah. Obviously, if the House became Republican, yeah, stuff about Gaetz would probably would go away. I should ask what will happen. Don Gubb says, why is anyone talking of a chance the GOP gets majority? Because they're trying. And people become afraid that they're going to succeed. Hague. Strength. 3 of Wands, Chariots, Lovers. They're going to move forward. No time like the present. People who aren't in Congress, would they have been arrested by now? So it looks like they're going to do something. They're going to come for him. Come for Gaetz because of that whole Lovers card thing. But yeah, we're just waiting. We're just waiting. We'll get through it. We'll get through it. Yeah, Boebert's a waste of space. Marjorie Taylor Greene. Yes. She's actually the next question. 127. Marjorie Taylor Greene. Just spoke at a white nationalist rally. The speaker introducing her talked about their secret sauce of white men cheered Russia for invading. Oh boy. And then when she was called out on it, she was like, oh, I don't know what he believes. Right. So, how are things going with her? What's going to happen? Judgment. World. Emperor. If Republicans don't do well at the in the midterms, she's so closely aligned with all of this, I think some of her money's going to dry up. Is she up for election in November? Because somehow, one way or the other, the money just dries up. And then, of course, she'll try to write a book or whatever. But I've got a big old ending card here. I've got 3 major arcana. I've got Judgment. I've got the World. I've got the Emperor, and her money going poof. Doesn't look good for her. Taylor B says yes. The entire House is elected every 2 years. Okay, good. Let's vote her out, shall we? Where applicable. All right. So, let's do one last reading at 129:34. 129. Ukraine-Russian conflict. Invasion. Illegal, immoral, disgusting. All right, Ukraine, you beautiful people. You are inspiring. And your bravery is amazing. Amazing. Well, I read on Putin the possibility of him using nukes. That was question 1, I think, after I showed you guys that video. So, okay, Ukraine-Russian conflict. Just 5 cards. Just tell us how it's going to go. Russian. Ukraine's getting a lot of help from the West. Good. Good. Three of Cups, Ace of Wands, 5 of Cups, Ace of Cups, Hanged Man. God bless you. Divine Spirit bless you. Man, the West is helping. They're taking, the poor Ukrainians are taking a beating. But the Russians, they just keep trying to kick down those cups, and cups just keep rising. And there's this stalemate. There's this, I wish the suspension was the Russians giving up, but I'm getting this big old stalemate. Russia going into Ukraine was a really bad idea. Really bad. Huge. What was that line from Pretty Woman? Big mistake. Huge. Huge. Huge mistake. Sarah's saying there's a new video out of an elderly Ukrainian man punching an armed Russian guard. Sarah, do you have the link to that by chance? By chance? Yes, Marjorie, big mistake. Awesome line. We're going to be okay. And God bless the Ukrainian people. They are not taking this lying down. Just no way. Blessed. Rise of democracy. Oh, wow. Inspiration. 5 of Swords. 3 of Wands. 10 of Swords. Just insult, injury, just turn, like the going to stopping next to the tank that's out of gas. Do you need a tow back to Russia? Insult to injury. And Putin, the supply lines are a mess. There's a lot wrong. Matter of fact, the West is learning a lot about Russia's actual military capabilities, and they're like, really, that isn't as strong as we thought that would be. And this isn't what's happening to Ukrainian people. That's the Ukrainian people, the swords, giving it right back to the Russians. So let's look at that last thing here. Let's look at that video, because Sarah found that video of a Ukrainian standing up to an armed Russian soldier. God bless. Debsy says, I'm still chucking about the tank thingy. Oh, yeah. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let me grab this. Where's the link? People of Ukraine watching an old man punching Russian army soldier. All right. It's only 6 seconds long. Let's see what this is. I haven't seen this, so I don't know what this is going to be like. Maybe it's scary. Maybe it's funny. I don't know. It's going to be brave, whatever it is. All right, share screen. Okay, let's see what this is. It's only 6 seconds.
Тихо, я не понял, короче, этого что. Они сторожа отпугивают, смотри. Дерутся на сторожа.
Shooting
Тихо,
his
я не
feet.
понял, короче, этого что. Они сторожа отпугивают, смотри. Дерутся на сторожа.
Bare-fisted. Going up to a man with a machine gun. Divine Spirit. Fill the world with your divine energy. Higher and higher vibration. Bless Ukraine. All those fighting. Raise the vibration of all the world, including Putin's energy from the depths where it is now, but raise the vibration level higher and higher and higher, so everyone will realize we are all connected, that there is no reason to fight, to hurt other people, and let any of the aggressors, let their energy rebound back on them quickly. Raise the vibration of the whole world for the benefit of all, so we all recognize we are connected forever. And we're in this together. And that we all move toward peace. Bless. All right. Well, that's going to do it for me for today. It's 1:57 here in Chicago. In 2 hours, I'll be over on the Book Art Media channel. Doing creative sprints, you're always welcome. Just bring a creative project and we'll try to encourage you. That's all there is to it. Other than that, I'll be right back here tomorrow, same time, 12 noon in Chicago, or soon after on as I can get on. And we'll keep checking in on the collective energy, all right? Hang in there. Keep breathing. There's some bravery in this world, and there's some good in this world. So don't forget that. And always don't forget there are good days ahead. There are. Even when it seems like there aren't. There are. All right. I'll see you all later, or I'll see you right back here tomorrow. Take care. Thank you.